right, hello everybody. Welcome to sort of a relaunch of the live streams here with me, Bo from Bo Beats. This is the first SynthTalk with Bo live here on Thursdays. It's evening over here. I guess it's midday or afternoon in the US and Australia. What time is it where you are at? So basically, I just want to say hello to everybody, and I want to get across that my plan is to do these live streams every Thursday, 9 p.m. CET. The time is up there somewhere. And yeah, I hope to do it more structured and so on. Synth lunch with both for me. Excalibur, good seeing you. Christopher, good seeing you. Double Christopher Siege and Christopher Peterson is here. Grumbledore Music, Retrodome, Matthew is here, my trusted moderator, and we've got JT, Inklebu, Mr. Basic, Richard is here as well, Mean Spirited Mirth with the best nickname ever. So, if you're new to the live stream, basically the format is I do a couple of different things live, and I wanted to kind of get them all together, kind of combining them a bit, because I felt spread out. What is it, the saying in The Hobbit or in The Lord of the Rings? You know, too much butter scraped over too small piece of bread. So my idea is to have SynthTalk as Bo as my scheduled live stream, and we'll do a couple of different things in this live stream. We'll do the talking, the Q&A. If there's any fun news, we'll talk about that. But ultimately, I also want to do some music review. I want to play some music live for you guys here in the studio, and I have that coming up for you today as well. I've actually managed to hook up part of my setup and make it work with the live stream. So if you guys are behaving well, I'll throw you a little bone. I'll make some music here live. We'll have to switch the camera. I'm getting a second camera, so it's easier for me to live stream and talking and moving over and doing music. But that's a plan, some music review. So we'll listen to, I have one song of the week. A song of the week that I haven't made, that somebody else made. Just a big surprise, he doesn't know about it. And a video of the week, I want to shout out a video. I want to make some music for you guys and talk to you guys about different things. So feel free to leave comments down below. I'm sure some of you guys, Matt and JT and some of my trusted patrons can also send me the questions or repost them if there's anything that's particularly interesting. So me alone in the corners here. Tony Duncan is here. Awesome. Lewis is here. Paul is here. Good seeing you all. Existent Being, Sackler. Good seeing everybody. So don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to share the live stream, you can go ahead and share it on your favorite social media to get more people involved. So I want to show you something, guys, just as a kind of a start, and I hope the audio is coming through nicely and everything. This is nothing dirty. I just wanted to show you. So I love to showcase gear. This is something I picked up and bought myself. This is from Glide Gear. I thought some of you might be interested. So it's not sponsored in any way. This is a boom. You put it on your... It's a weighted boom. So you can shoot downwards. So Glide Gear have these. This was really cheap. I got a Manfrotto tripod, and this was actually quite cheap compared to the Manfrotto stuff. Very heavy duty. So it's one of my new 90-degree angle stands. I got a big one over there, but it's too big to show you guys. But hopefully some tasty 90-degree angle shots are coming up. Going Redman's recording on you all. so yeah, awesome. How can I share the live stream? I'm all alone in a corner. And yeah, I'm rocking the Boog today. This was sent to me by a patron, Richard Alpen, great supporter of the channel, and it's been a tremendous help also in kind of developing what I do here. And he made, I think he made this himself, or I don't know how he did it, but yeah, obviously he didn't sit down and stitch the t-shirt. But yeah, I asked him, like, could you send me one, because you know it's the Boog. It's funny in more than one way. Tomate123 is here, and he says best synth for beginners. Best synth for beginner: Monologue, Bass Station 2, Minilogue. Those are the synths I would check out to start with if you want something that is pretty hands-on. If you don't care if it's hands-on, if you know, there's so many to choose from. But I always go with the hands-on ones because it seems like it's something that inspires. Bruno is here as well. Mike is here. Yeah, Boog is an inside joke. Yeah, for sure. The Boog, if you don't know, Boog's is like Beringer and Moog, you know, or Moog. So it's Boog. Haha, Beringer stealing Moog ideas or something, or Beringer taking over Moog, or I don't know. So that's pretty much it. Mike says, Bo, I'm going to get some öl. That's nice. Yes, I got myself some water, no coffee. So that's why we're not calling it like Coffee with Bo, because I want to keep it more focused. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's see here. Yeah. One cool thing happened, or I got a little notification just recently. One cool thing that I wanted to shout out directly was that I was featured in a Polish news magazine. So I'm just gonna pull it up here. Let's see here where it is. And I did translate it using Google Translate, and it was all good things to say about me. So I'm just going to, let me see here if I can. Why can't I? Let's see here. Why can't I type in the chat? Okay, now I can type in the chat. All right, so here's a little, if somebody for kicks want to check out a Polish. This is the kind of the oldest Polish studio music magazine, and they featured me in a blog post, and I did a Google Translate, so it wasn't any funny business. But yeah, Me Alone in the Corner asks, what did it say? It said something like, yeah, that I did nice reviews, and that I kind of combined different things, you know, creativity advice, and I combine it with reviews and tutorials, and yeah, that sort of stuff. So yeah. Martin Orman is here as well. Excalibur is here. David is here. Nice seeing you all. Martin Orman asks, Bo, have you filled your first modular rack yet? So we'll do a close-up on the rack. I'll make some music live later. But as you can see, the rack... yeah, it's sort of getting filled up. I even had to pull the Mother 32. It's sitting over there on a shelf. I had to pull it because while I need some of the functions on it, it just takes up so much space. And yes, this is obvious. Of course, it takes up a lot of space. It's a big unit. But I wasn't actually planning on removing it. It was more something that happened because I'm doing a project with Hex Inverter Electronique, Canadian modular manufacturer. So I'm doing a project with them and their drum stuff. So I'll showcase some of the modules in a little bit, just because it's fun and I can play them on the beat step and so on, and make some grooves. But yeah, so that sort of filled up the case rather quickly, and I can't. Hex Inverter have already teased their new module, but their new module is really cool. It was something that fits very well with my hybrid idea. I want to connect stuff, you know, I want to use my hardware synths together with Eurorack. So I felt like it's a cool project, and yeah, their drum modules fit into that project. So I don't want to say too much. It's all being announced at Super Booth this year, so that's coming up. Excalibur says, Bo, please tell me the baby has a mini Boog baby clothes. Yeah, I gotta get my baby some synth clothes for sure. Studio Geek 32, good seeing you, mate. Yeah, I got the I don't know, Mean Spirited. Is it Dr. Snare? Is that a guy or a person? Let's see here. Ian Warwick is here as well. Bless up from London. Well, bless up to you, sir, from Sweden. And yeah, guys. Oh, and if I have to run or something, it's because of, yeah, children, you know. Richard Kerr asks, how's the music production going, Bo? Hope is all is flowing smoothly. I wouldn't actually say, and this is like a thing, like I wouldn't actually say that the music production is flowing smoothly per se, because I have so much to do with different gear that I'm reviewing and different stuff I'm looking at. So I do feel like there's always these bumps when it comes to my music, and I totally get Andrew Huang, who took a break from YouTube because he wanted to focus, you know, on albums. And if you're wondering, if you hear something in the background, might think my daughter is throwing a little tantrum in the background, but mommy is there. So yeah, so when you're reviewing and looking at a lot of gear, that will of course hinder your ability to make a lot of music short, you know, and be focused on the music. So yeah, that's something that's kind of keeping me, but I'm working on it. 12 tracks, good seeing you. Enjoyed the Craft rhythm review. Well, thank you. I put down a lot of effort into kind of the video work on that one, so for sure. I'm not sure where you can get the Craft rhythm. Yeah, she's probably angry because she wants to make the modal synth. Yeah, that's probably it. For sure. My daughter has like a little problem sleeping, so sometimes when she's asleep she wakes up, you know, and she's all upset, and it's been like that forever, so it's a little annoying. I mean, it is really annoying for us parents, and of course, but she doesn't really notice it. Like, she's not really super awake, so the next day she doesn't remember anything, so that's sad. Sebastian, yeah, it's a nice shirt. So my idea with the SynthTalks, having them in the evening, is basically that I was hoping to catch more people, because of course, you know, doing it in the daytime, a lot of you guys are in the States or in different parts of the world where it's very early, or you're at work, and of course it's hard to kind of, I can't have them the streams too late, because of course you know, I need to sleep and whatnot. So yeah, so we'll play. I want to play you guys. a little snippet of a video I think you guys should check out. So let me just bring it up. So this is a feature I want to have in the live streams. Basically having a little video of the week. You know, I'll try, you know, to start with, I'll pick like my friends' videos, but I want to expand and pick Patreon videos and whatever. Stuff that I find exciting. So, let's see here. I'm just going to pull it up. This is a video that I think is very cool, and I just want to show you guys. I'm just going to put on these headphones so I can hear. Because I really think my man here needs a little love. So guys, I'm just gonna pull it up here on the screen for you. Let's see here. Hopefully I don't, you know, be careful with the volume. I haven't tested everything through and through, so let's see here. So this is a really cool video you guys should check out if you haven't.
Keeping the stereo image. Some other friends at the gym are making awesome prints and fitness apparel, like this one, and the one Amelia is wearing in the video. Head on over to Expendables to check out their stuff. This was a fun one. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed.
So this is Carl Mikael's video, where he used samples from the gym, basically. Thumbs up the video. So this is Carl Mikael's little video, and I'm just gonna share it here. So Carl Mikael is a cool guy. He was here actually in the studio. We did a little interview a while back, And yeah, I just wanted to share his video to all of you and just say, if you're not already a subscriber, I should definitely go and subscribe. He's, you know, he's really putting a lot of effort into his videos for sure. So that's my little video of the week. Matthew says, oh God, he lost the facial hairs. Yeah, my daughter, she's like telling me all the time, like, you should lose the facial hair. Christopher, did you buy his old analog rhythm for real? You should have bought mine. If anybody, you know, I have an analog rhythm Mark 1 here sitting here for sale. 8,500 Swedish kronor. Damn, you can get it with an autograph. Let's see here. Heathcliff says, does the samples smell like sweaty socks? Probably. Let's see here. Brody Love says, Sonic State released their review of the Behringer Neutron. Have you had any interest yet? The Boog. So the Neutron is probably one of the synths from Behringer that I'm most interested in. I'm not sure if I will check it out here on the channel. Depends a little bit, I guess. I think it's a sort of synth that is really cool to check out if you have it early. You know, there's a lot of hype, a lot of interest, but I'm not necessarily sure that, you know, down the road there will be a lot of interest for me to check it out. I'm not sure. I think I will eventually try and, you know, get in touch with Behringer, but it's not something I've thought about doing just about now because I have a lot of other projects going on. But yeah, the Sonic State review of the Neutron is out as well, for sure. I'm sure they did a fantastic job on it, definitely. Let's see here. India asks, hey Bo, really enjoyed your interview with the Berg. What is your favorite interview that you've done? So my favorite interview that I've done was probably with Jeremy from Red Means Recording. I just felt like me and Jeremy connected really well. Because when we do the interviews, there's something people probably don't know, is that interviews is set up so I see Jeremy, but Jeremy doesn't see me. So he's just hearing my voice and my questions and sort of, you know, has to respond to it. And he doesn't really have that sort of feedback where I have a lot of feedback. I have, you know, control over the chat and I see him and so on. And I just felt like we connected and we got to talking about some interesting music subjects. And I'll be releasing some more highlights from that interview and some other interviews as well, for sure. For sure. Let's see here. Did I miss any questions? Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Czech. I'm sure if I'm butchering the name, Czech, but the article that I posted, the article from the Polish magazine, he says that it's is about Bo, who's a not sure what Meritoric is, but a funny YouTuber and yeah, good gear music content. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see here. Not sure what the, you know, if you want to check what the price on my analog rhythm is in your currency, just type 8,500 Swedish kronor to whatever currency. But I'm probably not shipping it very far. Yeah, Jeremy with OP1 definitely influenced a lot of people there. Donovan, so the modal craft rhythm, is it not syncable to MIDI over USB? So honestly, I have not tested using a MIDI hub. I'm not sure. Maybe. There's no manual out yet, or there wasn't when I did the review, so I wasn't really sure. I didn't, you know, there was a lot of like MIDI stuff that was hard for me to know for sure. Brody Love asks, has becoming a new father affected your video production? So far, only positively. you know, I spend less time thinking about what I should do and want to do, and, you know, ponder all the options you have as a creative person, and more time focusing on, you know, getting stuff done and being more productive. So in general, having kids has been wonderful for my productivity. Of course, there are times where you feel hindered and you feel frustrated and annoyed, you know, with family life, as you are with any part of your life, I guess, with work or anything. When you're, you know, when you feel like it's in the way of you achieving something. But for the most part, it's just been good for me in terms of productivity. So here's the question: Teenage Engineering PO33, worth buying? So let's see here. Did the stream stop? Let's see here. I don't have any dropped frames on my end here. Let me see here. I see that the stream is kind of lagging, but I don't think I have any dropped frames on my end. So I'm not sure. Dropouts. I'm just going to see if there's anything that I haven't forgot to turn off. Let's see here. Just turning off a few things to be sure. So I have no dropped frames on my end so far. Not sure what's up. Sometimes I forget like a program or something running in the background, so maybe that's something. Try and sort of reload and see what happens. So far, it's definitely me. So far, no dropped frames on my end. So I'm just going to check here. You know, it's always a little iffy. You know, it could be my wife doing something. You're never quite sure with internet. So I'm just going to see here. I'm just going to do a quick little check here. I don't think there's any big issues here on my end, but you never know. You never know. I'm going to monitor it a bit here, but yeah. Stop downloading games on Steam. I've closed down pretty much everything except yeah, pretty much everything. Yeah, shouldn't be any problem. Okay, maybe it was a little hiccup. So we, Matthew, you keep an eye on it. George is here as well. Pay the bill, definitely. Okay, so I wanted to do a little. Oh, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you're here. So Flu asks, how about your Eurorack journey, Bo? The Eurorack journey is going good. I have a bunch of different videos planned, but I also want to, you know, develop the format a bit. I want to take my time. I don't want to be too rushed in the videos I'm releasing. I think that in general, like the last review I did was on the craft rhythm, sort of shows you the aim I have when it comes to the video quality, to kind of up the video quality in general. So I'm checking out the hex inverter modules, Erica Synth's Black Hole DSP2 at the moment. I'm checking out a spring reverb from Bafaco, and got some more stuff coming as well that I want to explore and check out. So that's going to be really cool for sure. Here. Blaming the wife. Yeah, you know, you never know. But it says OBS says that everything is fine on my end, so Rob Shredder is here. He says, Bo, if you compare Digitact with OP1, what do you think is strength of each device? Think about to buy Digitact or an OP1. To develop ideas without a DAW. I think that OP1 is probably the strongest as a standalone device because you have samples, you have the synths on it and so on. I guess the Digitact really has the upside, you know, the benefits because it has the MIDI the MIDI implementation as well. So you have the whole idea with the sampler, and you can do synth sounds on it, and you can also sequence external gear. So yeah. So that's pretty much the idea. Yeah, good. It seems that it's good. I don't have any dropped frames. Dropped frames means that I can monitor my internet and see if I drop any frames when I'm live streaming it, and it doesn't seem to be that way. Matthew Daniel, when it comes to checking out people's albums, I will usually do that on a live stream, and probably not do it sort of live, you know, somebody sending it live when I'm live. I will post before next Thursday. I'll make a post about the live stream, and you can always, you know, leave a little link to your stuff, and if I feel that it's cool and I want to check it out, I'll promote it here on the live stream as well. So that's pretty much it, and you can always become a patron and drop it over there as well. So I wanted to see here, I wanted to play you guys what I call the track, or this is not really a track per se. This is a medley. So this is from one of the patrons. He just uploaded it because it was, you know, he wanted to share it with the Patreon group over on simplysynth.com. And yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool. So okay, I'm hoping now that I'm not blowing your speakers here, so I'm going to start at a little lower volume. This was pretty cool, like a very, I'm not sure, it's like a medley. It's like a, how do you say, I think it's a 1 hour 22-minute medley of songs by Ludovic. So I'm going to play you it now. This is the song of the week. Smooth house. Coffee. Yes, so this was Ludovic with a little housey thingy that I thought was really cool. Like there was a lot of great drum grooves, and I thought it was also interesting. You know, I listen sometimes when I listen, I listen sort of for the strengths in a track, and I told him like there was some sounds that I thought was a little cheesy, but in general I thought like the drum grooves were so cool in a lot of the tracks that he has in that medley. So feel free to check it out. Local Technique says Bo needs to start busting some rhymes. You know, the only thing I bust here on the live stream is daddy grooves, you know. Yeah. Hey, Ganja, what's up? Jeff. Iron Warwick says nice and funky as well. Yeah, Danny says those drums hit hard. Yeah, Danny, for sure, for sure. Definitely. Post that SoundCloud link again. Here's the SoundCloud link to Ludwig's. Doug Scott says hi from Linköping. Hello, hej från Halmstad. Bästa staden i Sverige. So let's see here. The track hijacked your audio, Bo. Yeah, I muted the mic. Morgan Korn is here. He says he's late to the party. Well, the party isn't getting started just yet. Legion Sion asks best synth for $1,500 to $2,000. Man, that's hard. Like Rev 2 maybe. Innovation Peak, but that's a bit cheaper. The Prophet is Prophet and OB6 are a little bit more expensive than $2,000, right? Right? Are they? Or I'm not sure. But yeah. Flu asks, any chance you're going to Superboot this year, Bo? So probably not going to Superboot because of the child that I had 2 weeks ago. So I'm planning to do more stuff like that next year. Maybe go somewhere this fall, but yeah, probably not. I'm just scrolling up here. Beats and Things asks, did you ever demo the Rev 2? Yeah, I demoed the Rev 2 in a store a couple of times. It's pretty cool. For sure. And it's a really cool synth. It doesn't have like that super old school vibe that the Prophet and OB6 has. It feels more current. Definitely a synth I could see myself using. I don't have any DSI stuff, so yeah, new Prologue would compete in the sort of $1,500 to $2,000 price bracket, but I'm not sure about that one yet, if I think it's like worth the money. I hope to be able to test one here soon, but not sure about it. Yeah. So, do we have any newcomers here today who are new on the live stream? Type a little yes or a little thumbs up or something, so I know if there are any new people here. Basically, the live streams are, yeah, they are structured around a little bit of talking, you know, answering questions. Sometimes there's news to discuss, like big news items. Sometimes it's just, you know, having a little bit of fun discussing synths and music and whatever question sort of comes up in the chat. I see it more as a conversation than anything. So that's basically it. And the idea is to have them every Thursday. So every Thursday, 9 p.m. CET, live streams here on the channel. I'll mix it up, you know. I won't do the exact same format every time. Sometimes I'll focus more on like music reviews. Sometimes I focus more on gear stuff. Sometimes I'll make music, and I will make music on today's stream if stuff doesn't break down for some unapparent reason. So in a little bit, we'll switch over and we'll check out the rig over there and try out some cool stuff, for sure. But yeah, I probably did I answer the pocket operator question? I got a like, is the PO33, is it worth? The PO33 I think is probably the best pocket operator at the moment, followed by the Tonic and then the Speak. That would be sort of my ranking of the pocket operators. I have the PO33 and I can show you guys. got the 33 here. As you can see, those are unopened. They just arrived, and I'm going to check them out. But since, you know, a lot of people have already done great reviews, so I don't feel like I need to rush it. I'll take my time and work with it for sure. Fenny is new. Cool. Fenny Lanine. Fenny Lanine. Yes, something like that. Welcome here to Bowbeats live streams. Do you need a guest next week? You need on live stream? Depends. Go reset your router, man. So I don't think it's on my end, for sure. Oh, Gremlin Aika says it's AI from Patreon. Nice, cool. Morgan Korn with this how do you say this, the super chat. Congratulations for your offspringage. Thank you so much. Those €5 will go towards my baby synth fund. There's almost such a thing because my kids, you know, my daughter, she just got a keyboard, like a little keyboard, and she's hammering away on that one. So that's cool. Dieter, good seeing you here as well. Awesome. Oh, I thought it was going to be 1 p.m. here. Yeah, it's kind of hard with the time zones for sure. Okay, so it's even out, not dropping so much. Well, I don't really know why it's dropping. Can't see any frames dropping on my end. The internet seems, it all seems fine on my end. Yeah, the Neutron Beats and Things. The Neutron does look very interesting. Like, there's a couple of really great demos. For example, Sonic State Review. DivKid has a lot of demos on the Neutron as well. So if you haven't checked out the DivKid's YouTube channel, you can always go there for the Neutron fix. At least I think he has the Neutron stuff. Or was it the Model D or both? Can't remember. But yeah, Beats and Things, to answer the question, like, you can do some massive stuff with cheap synths. Like, the circuit is $300, something like that, and you can layer a ton of things on it, and you can make some really big sounds on it for sure. For sure. So it's not only about money. Of course, like a $2,000, like the Matrix Brute, sounds pretty big, but sure. Yeah. For some reason, sometimes my camera is acting up. I'm not sure why. Why the camera is laggy. I can see on the stream that the camera is kind of laggy. I gotta check that. I'm not sure if I'm kind of taxing the USB something. I'm not sure. Bruno Crumb says PO35 the best. Yeah. You know, could be that way. I'm not sure. I think the 33 seems like a great value for the money for sure. Let's see here. Looking for advice. I know you're a fan of the Minilogue, and I am too. The sound are amazing, but you often find patches either lacking in low end or that the mids are a little high. Ben Glass, I think like the Minilogue. Yeah, I would say like for bass patches, I almost always have to go to use the sub bass or monophonic setting and increase the bass to give it that body. And I wouldn't say like it's the best bass synth for sure. And overall, like the tonality and the EQ on the Minilogue is kind of, you know, it's kind of strange. You know, it's not cookie cutter. It has its own character, own sounds, works really well for certain things and works kind of horridly for other things. So it's, yeah. I'm not sure if I agree with the mids being too loud or something, but the low end for sure doesn't really have that. Rico says, I want me a mini brute, but they're too expensive. Yeah, definitely too expensive. The camera is haunted. OBS just acting up. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see here. What could it be? Let's see here. I'm just going to check the video here. No. Just gonna see if I can make some difference. I'm not sure if this makes any difference at all. I'm just going to see if. Configure video. Just gonna test some stuff here. So let's save and see what happens. So I'm just fiddling around with the settings here. Flu asks, Bo, you said you're testing some hex inverter modules. Are you getting into percussion on modular? If so, is there anything you tested that you would recommend? Kind of hard for me because I'm so new into URAC. So, but yeah, I'm testing out the drum modules from hex inverter, and I think it's very cool. Like building the URAC as a kind of a drum machine, or having drums at least on it, seems really cool. But I also know a lot of people who get drum modules for a URAC sort of get out of it. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a super good investment or not. Haven't given it a lot of thought. Bo and Cuckoo would be the most chilled ever. Yeah, it would be really cool. Like I'm talking to Cuckoo and so on social media, and we talked about doing like an interview or something here on the stream. So that would be really cool as well, for sure. Kaylor says, I saw the newest video of Redmeans recording. This guy is wow. How did you feel before you could interview him? I'm not sure what you mean. Like if I was nervous? I don't get nervous. I don't really care about people's fame or glory or whatever. I see people as people, and I try to, meet them as a person and on whatever level they're at, and talk about stuff that I think they might be interested in. And I've always done like that, and I don't really get jittery, and I don't really like I'm like of course I care about what people do and what they achieve and so on, but I don't really really don't factor it into a lot of things. Like I don't really have that sort of, I don't put people on pedestals and stuff like that. I'm having some Haribo. Simon says, I'm having some Haribo with the live stream. Oh, good one. Northern Cat. Bo, hi, congratulations. I'm at work. Don't tell my boss. Hello, boss. Northern Cat is here. Yeah, Andrew Wong would be awesome to have on the stream as well. Like having an, I think Andrew would be up. I'm talking to Andrew, so I'm sure he'd be up for a talk as well on the stream sometime. That would be super cool. I mean, he's a really pleasant guy to talk to when I'm chatting with him. So that's pretty much it. Gremlin asks, hey Bo, is your gear hooked up like this? Like if you did a jam? So yeah, at the moment I have like the Digitone and the Digitact, the Beatstep Pro, and my URAC modular stuff hooked up in a way that makes sense and that works. So sure. Let's see here. So guys, should we do some live music making? If you want me to switch over and do some live music for you guys, I just want to show you like the stuff I'm using, and just I won't do it for too long, maybe like 10-15 minutes or something. But a lot of people have been asking me to do live music, and I thought it was kind of cool. So leave a thumbs up on the video. Do it. Ben Glass, yeah, for sure. Let's jam. Okay. 2 people said yes. I'm a sucker for. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move the camera, and I'm hoping I won't fuck something up here in the studio. Let's see here. Something like this, I think. And I know the camera is sort of lagging. Whoa, oops, oopsie, everything's falling apart here. And I know the camera is sort of lagging today. I think it's because I put it in the wrong USB socket. I think that could be it. So yeah. Okay, so let's do some preliminary testing here, guys. Let's do some testing. For sure. So this is, so it's kind of, I'm not sure, like, can I switch? Okay, I'm going to try. Oh, damn, this is dangerous stuff. I'm moving everything. Everything is, it feels like everything's going to fall apart here. So yeah, I'm gonna see if you can hear me all right. So I'm going to see if we get some sound here as well. So I'm just going to see here. Okay, guys, be safe. Be safe, guys. With the volume, I mean. No, wait. Gotta turn on the... There's some sound, right? Let me just scroll down and double check. I don't stand here. Like, see here. Yeah, there's some sound. For sure. There's some sound. So let's see if we can wake up the neighbors, okay? So guys, I won't be able to see the chat. So Matthew, you know, you guys, Matthew is holding down the fort. So what we're looking at here, just to kind of talk you through the setup, is that I have, let me move the mic a little closer. I'm going to see if I can do it without breaking the entire studio. Something like this. Alright, so what's going on here is that I have my URAC hooked up. It's mostly the drum modules, the hex inverter drum modules. They are running through the Bastel Dude over here. It's a little 5-channel mono mixer. And that is in turn running into the Digitact, the inputs of the Digitact, and the inputs of the outputs of the Digitact is running into the Digitone. So that's pretty much it. And what if you're hearing some kind of sweeping noise in the background, that's, I think it's something coming from one of the synths here, something. So these are the drum sounds from the URAC. So let's see here. I actually have an LFO running also to kind of impact the decay of this kick. So let's see if we can make something here. That's the little spring reverb. Let's see if we can get something else here. See if we can find some bass over here. Let's see if we can. Wait. Ah! Did I destroy it? Wait. Okay, I destroyed my pattern. Okay, this is stuff that can happen on a live stream. So basically, I have messed up my pattern because I did a wrong click here. So that was fun. Yeah. So let's see what you guys are saying here. Funny. That's funny. Okay. So here's another drum group while we're at it. That's the mini brute. I don't know why it's all crackulating. I'm not sure why. Okay. Let's see here. Where did I leave off here? Yeah, I tried to do a little live save of a pattern, and I kind of messed it up. Okay, here we got some more standard. So we can do something. Can we do something? Let's switch here. Let's quantize this. I don't know about that one. Okay, maybe not. Let's see here. Let's see if we can set something up here that makes sense for this little track here. I'm not sure. Let's set up a little LFO here. Okay, I'm not going to... So, I'm going to try and not save over... going to try and not save over the pattern this time. Okay, so far so good. Let's see here, clear track. Right, so let's see here if we can add something more here. So I low cut the reverb also here. Let's see here. Let's clear the bass, I think. Sure about that. Probably wanted something like this. Right, here we go. There we go, guys. So I managed to actually make some music live on stream. I don't know how well it worked, but yeah, we made a little kind of techno ditty. I don't know, kind of funny. Just whipping something up on live on the stream. First time kind of trying this. So yeah, take it for what it is. Perhaps not super bow beatsy style, but I got the little. Nice little flutes, bass, synth stuff. my favorite little wah drum, not drum, vocal sample stuffy. So yeah, now I'm going to move over everything again to its original position. So we're saying goodbye to the gear. Bye bye gear. Bye bye gear. And let's see. Oh, we're still 70 people here. So apparently it wasn't a huge failure. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm just gonna move the mic. Oh shit! The sound card is wrapped in the mic. Yeah, in a loving embrace. Moving the mic. So there we go. Bye bye gear. Yeah, it kind of feels like it. I have an idea on how to sort this out for future streams, but yeah. So kind of cool. Yeah. Let's see here. And I don't know why the camera is so iffy today, but I have no dropped frames on my end. Like for the live stream, everything's running smooth. The internet is holding up really nicely, so I don't know. So I'm just going to make sure here. I'm going to mute the sound card there. So yeah, bye bye Sennheiser HDs. I know they're fine. They're fine over there. Let's see here. Paul LeBlanc says, "Well done, Bo." Meg asks, "How do you make your melodies?" I just guess, and it works sometimes. But that's sort of it. I don't have that much music theory background. Could benefit from some, but honestly, I go with the flow and I just feel my way. I've always used my ears, and sometimes, of course, sometimes when you start out, especially, I think me and Cuckoo has a bit of a similar approach. The way you kind of feel your way into the melodies, and of course, sometimes it can be hit or miss. Music theory can be very helpful. Morgan Kuhn likes this. Yeah, Mr. Basic says it's okay. Yeah, good. Nice. I love the way kind of the sound gets meshed together, mushy, like punchy through the Bastel dude. It's a very cool thing, for sure. Too tall a rack, you have to stand. Yeah, I have to stand up for sure. So just checking back up. Ben is here, or was here. DivKid was here. Did I get your seal of approval on the little jam, DivKid? Electronic Sounds Audio says this is dope right here. Yeah, I kind of, I started making like electronica techno stuff, but I never felt comfortable doing it because I come from this is very psychological. I come from a cultural family with Bob Dylan and all those American singer-songwriter type artists. So electronic music wasn't really like that highly evaluated in my family. Wasn't really, it was kind of fringe. And so coming from that, it was kind of, and there wasn't really any scene to speak of at my age when I started. Of course, there were people doing it and stuff, but I was too young. So I always felt a little bit hesitant about doing like more techno or more beat, like electro heavy stuff. Like, yeah, but it's always a good fun to do it because I feel like it's so much the vibe and the presence, and it's not so much about like necessarily being super technical about it. It's more like the drive, the force, the music got a pump. Like look, my computer stuff is very punchy and very punky in the way it kind of grabs you. So yeah, maybe I'll do more stuff like that. Not sure. No, George, I haven't tried your way yet of the music theory stuff. Nikolai asks, what's the worst sound you have created? The worst sound? I'm not sure. Let me think about that. But before I think about that, I need to do shameless self-promotion. If you enjoy the live stream, if you enjoy the reviews, go to Patreon and become a patron of my work if you have the possibility. No forcing anybody, but it's always really appreciated. Helps me out, helps me put down all these hours, and I know that of course a lot of you appreciate it and can't become patrons, and that's totally cool as well. My idea is to have like almost all content always available to everybody. That's my idea, and I hope to keep doing the live streams and develop the formats. So if you want to support, go there. Now back to the question about my worst sound. Like worst, there's no like one worst sound, but I did a really iffy sound earlier today when the Mini Brute 2 was super out of tune, and I ran it through the Erica Synths, their Black Hole DSP2, and you know, it was this kind of clash of a wonderful reverb and just a totally out of tune. I had it hooked up to the Even VCO from Befaco, and it's like this clash of basically the two oscillators on the Mini Brute and the Even VCO were all out of tune of each other, and it was like, and the sound was really meh. It was like super, like the saddest thing ever. Did I just spill water? I hadn't. Good thing I didn't bring this over here. I hadn't like tightened the lid. I spilled water. I guess that's not the worst thing that has been spilled on my pants this week with my newborn. Yeah. So let's see here. 12 Track says there's a good course on music theory from Edinburgh University. Not too complex at all and great for all beginners. That's really nice. That's really nice. Did you freeze here as well? Good seeing you. Shannon on sounds. Good seeing you as well. Let's see here. Did I? Ah, okay, DivKid, you're talking about like building a big U-rack stuffy inside your inside your house. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, so what else did I want to address today? Let's see here. I'm just going to check. So if you just tune in, we've done like video of the week. I showcased a little bit of Carl Michael's latest video where he sampled his gym activities. A lot of moaning, a lot of stuff like that. And I also played a Song of the Week by Ludovic, I think it was. Like maybe Matt, if you have the link, you can post it again if you have the links. And yeah, so upcoming on the channel, the next video I'm working on is actually with the drum modules and the Digitact and the Digitone and those kind of things, like U-rack meets Digitact's Electron stuff. So that's something that's coming up. Also going to showcase a secret module later next month, or early next month rather. I hope to do something with the pocket operators. Not sure what I will do. Maybe I'll sample the baby or something. So that's coming up as well. Going to test out the spring reverb some more from Befaco. Going to do some more stuff on the Digitone, probably some walkthroughs, maybe make some music like top down because I have my new camera 90-degree angle rig. I want to do a full review on the Minilogue because I actually haven't done that. So I want to do like a 1 year, it's almost closer to 2 years, but anyway, 1 year sounds good. Like 1 year review, that's the idea. Something like that. So that's something that's coming up as well. And yeah, maybe checking out some Boogs, some Behringer stuff. I think that's what's coming up. I'm just gonna see here. Beats and Things asks, Bo, would you say that the Moog Mother 32 is a good entry into modular, sound-wise, overall value for money spent, etc.? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's a good way to kind of start off if you want to do it slow. If you don't want to do it slow, if you want to go, do you say balls deep? Is that a thing? Like if you want to go all in, then probably not go for a Mother 32. Then I would just like buy a couple of modules. But if you want to ease your way, see if it's for you, you know, it's a really good thing, because if you don't enjoy patching on a Mother 32, chances are that a Eurorack will just be a waste of money. So it's a good kind of testing ground, like a Mother 32 or a Neutron or a Pittsburgh SV1 black thingy. Imperfect is here as well. Nice. Local Technique asks, Bo, will you be getting another interview soon? I think you said Woody's on the list. Yeah, Woody's on the list. He's kind of holding off a little bit. I think he felt like going up after Andrew and Tatro, like those are more established people. He felt like, But I told him like he would be great on the show. I mean, he seems like a real pleasant fellow. So Woody, I still need to hit up Mr. Pulse Width Modulation. I always forget his name on live stream. It's so embarrassing. But you guys know who I mean. Mr. Sonic State himself, Nick Bat. Of course, it's Nick Bat. I don't know why I forget it. I always forget it on stream. Yeah, I've been talking to Cuckoo. I've been talking to Podcast Age and some other dudes. Not that many women, but I know some of you guys have been, you know, sending me stuff. I think I have one woman that I really want to talk to that seems kind of interesting to talk to. She's up and coming. The thing is, so there's a lot of really great like women producers and women on YouTube, but I pick people based on my preferences. I pick people that I feel connected to somehow, because I want to hit it off. You know, it's kind of hard. Oftentimes I haven't spoken to the person before they come on to the live stream. Like literally we speak 15 minutes in advance, and I want to be able to get something across. So that way I pick people where I have some kind of relationship to their work, or, you know, just something to bounce off. So it's great that people send me requests and ideas for interviews, but I'm really mindful about picking people that I feel connected to in some way. But there's one girl that I think is really interesting for this channel and for having a conversation with, that I think of on the top of my head that I watch. So we'll see. Jeff says balls deep synths versus just the tip synths. New video series. Okay, yeah. Brian Rollins says, what's the next step getting into hardware after VCV rack? You mean like Eurorack, or you mean like hardware synths? Like if it's hardware synths, I would look at a Monologue, Minilogue, Base Station 2, like the trio of accessible hardware synths, like not very expensive. If it's Eurorack, probably something like Mother 32, Pittsburgh SV1, the black box, if that's the name. Or maybe O-Coast, No Coast, maybe. Gremlin says, hi Bo, did you use an external sequencer on Matrix Boot in the past? I used the Digitact to sequence the Matrix Boot. Paul LeBlanc, thank you for sticking around. I hope you have a fantastic evening. It's been great having you here. Thank you so much. And we even got a donation earlier. That was funny. From now I feel bad. Can I see? Was it Morgan Kuhn? Was it where? It was Morgan, I think, who donated to my child's little synth fund. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Yes, Morgan Kuhn. Morgan Kuhn. Morgan Kuhn. But you're Norwegian, right? I think you are Norwegian. That's why it sounds funny. But we're not going to do any Norwegian jokes here. Atose asks, no love for vintage synths? No. I think I bring this up every live stream. Like, vintage stuff is really cool. It sounds really good. Yada yada. Has a lot of history. Blah blah. But the 808 is not the best drum machine ever. It's today, if I feel like it's, I don't know, I think it's like a lot of the old school stuff is so overrated, overhyped. I'm not saying like the artists that use them, of course they're great with them, but like the conversations online just seems sometimes so hyping and so, you know, stuck in history, and I would rather that we focus more on, you know, novelty. And a lot of people at the same time, they ask for like novelty from the companies, but when companies bring out new and cool exciting stuff that are not just reiteration of old stuff, people are kind of hesitant. Like the Roland, you remember those Roland Eurorack, the Torpedo, and whatever the name was, like the small ones, they're modules that you could use in Eurorack, but you can also use them standalone. Like those were pretty novel, those were pretty cool, like very original, but they, you know, didn't really get that much love, I think. And so that's like stuff that I think is interesting, stuff that kind of pushes it. That's why I love Teenage Engineering, that's why I love Electron, because I feel like they're doing something new and exciting, and I think that's very cool. And yeah, vintage is expensive, like Inky Blue says, and there's a lot of repairs, and I just feel that there's a lot of, yeah, ways around it. I mean, vintage is what it is. Like it doesn't need defense. It doesn't need me to hype it. It doesn't need me to love it. You know, it's history will prove what's good and what's bad, and you know what sticks, and what people use. You know, that's just what it is. James Barron says, "Hey Bo, your circuits are now vintage." Yeah, they're vintage. The circuit will go down in history. Mark my word. The circuit will be one of those, you know, that we know, that people will know, because there was such a massive amount of support for it. The development it has a legacy already. I think it'll definitely go down in history as something, not something like that people will use in 20 years, but something that people will recognize. It's a bit like the Yamaha Arm 1X that I started with. People recognize it. People know what it is because it, you know, it didn't start out as like a prestigious piece of gear, but it ended up being something that people really enjoyed. And George, the circuit is just the circuit. It's not special in itself. It's just the way, like the individual parts of the circuit is not very special. The way they executed it, the way they bridged a gap. Like a lot of people that follow me here, that's been on the Circuit Owners Forum, are not necessarily electronic music producers. They came into the genre or came into the synth genre via the circuit. So because it's kind of accessible in a sense. And I think just like Volcas has had kind of, the Korg Volcas had some kind of similar effect. I think that's a major reason why people will kind of remember it. Yeah, exactly, John. The Torpedo, Scooper, Bitracer, and Demora. Yeah, those are the Roland stuff that I was talking about, the modules that I think are kind of novel, kind of interesting, and that people didn't really get, I suppose. But I thought that, like, I don't have one. Like, it's so maybe they missed the mark somehow. Maybe people wanted analog more. You know, the iPad integration stuff is always a little iffy, but yeah, I thought it was kind of novel. Brian Rollins says, "I love that pocket operators exist. Such a gateway drug." Yeah, definitely. Like DivKid says it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Enabling that the Volcas and the circuit is enabling music and some fun to come out of things for new users. Exactly. For sure. And like they are powerful in a sense. JT, my man, you don't have to. JT is a super, like a big supporter. Thank you so much, JT, for the little super chat. And daughters need synths too. Yeah, not only my son. So for the synth fund. Yeah, thank you, JT. You don't have to, and you know it. JT's been a super big supporter over on Patreon, and just like one of the people behind the scenes, and together with some other guys, that has been very helpful in helping me develop the formats and helping me develop the forum and so on. So there's, yeah, just a lot of love. A lot of love. For sure. So yeah, we did. If you're new here, if you haven't been following the live streams before, this is a new format that I'm trying out. I want to live stream every Thursday to have some kind of schedule, because I felt I was all over the place with live stream. So the interviews will be separate, but I'll try to get all my other live streaming things into the Thursday live streams. And I know the time doesn't fit everybody, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. And I want to focus a lot of conversations on funny topics. I want to review some music. I want to check out some videos, you know, maybe post some stuff to you guys during the live stream that I think are cool that you should check out. But I also want to make some music live. So we did that earlier. We made some beats with the Eurorack, the Digitact, the Digitone, and the Beatstep Pro. And that's something I want to keep doing, like doing live stuff. I was thinking that maybe, you know, doing maybe on occasion do music challenges. So I will keep developing. Today the camera's been a little iffy and stuff like that's been a little off, but it's coming together. It's just needs to iron out a few kinks in the system. And I'm planning to get a second camera as well, so I could more easily move between my different rigs here. The sort of conversational rig and making the music. Jim Shannon, I'm not sure if I will. Haven't thought about that. See ya, Div Kid. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for stopping by, Ben. Mike, did I check that out? You know what? You put me on the spot here, Mike. If I checked out that, I probably did, but I can't remember at the moment because I'm sort of sleep deprived and I feel like stuff isn't really aligning in my head as they should. Mark Shuren says, "Great idea. Glad you're doing this. I just wish I remembered to show up in time." Yeah, naughty Mark. Slaughterhouse, yes, I've considered streaming to Twitch as well. I'm not sure if I want to like double stream, and I do feel like I don't want to leave like my audience here hanging, but I might try and live stream on Twitch as well. I'm not sure if Twitch, you know, I'd have to try it on Twitch and see if this kind of talking format works, or if I should focus more on doing like live music creation on Twitch. Oh yeah, Restream. Yeah, I thought about using Restream for sure. For sure. Ben Glass, thank you for stopping by. So guys, we are actually going to sort of wind down the stream for today. This was the first of hopefully many SynthTalk with Bo streams. I'm going to try and keep them under 2 hours, an hour and a half maybe, depending on the mood, depending on the topics. I don't want to sit here and waste your time rambling about nonsense. Wait, that's the basic idea of the stream. So yeah, I should check out the Fluffy Clouds. My mental note. Luke Cage, I see you here as well. Good seeing you here as well. Awesome. We had a really nice turnout. We had like over 80 viewers, which is really nice. I'm very thankful that so many showed up. Be sure to show up next Thursday evening, 9 p.m. Central European time, Swedish time. That's 3 o'clock in the afternoon if you're in NY, and the rest of the world you just have to figure out yourself. Just type 9 p.m. in the browser, 9 p.m. CET, and then, or Stockholm time, and then your time zone, and see what it is, because I'm bad with math and time zones. And yes, Today we shouted out Ludovic's track, and we shouted out Carl Michael's video. So if you haven't checked out the Cabinet of Curiosities, you should do that. I think his latest video was really cool. And yeah, be sure to go and follow on the other social media accounts that I have, because I do post some decent stuff, I think, over on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. I'm not really that great on Twitter, but I'm pretty good at the Instagram stuff, posting some nice gear pictures and whatnot. So if you want to, you can go and follow me there. I'm posting a few links here in the chat here, so you can go and check it out. Imperfect says, take it easy, get some rest. Luke Cage, hope to see you next week as well. Yeah, the daylight saving time, yeah, that will probably mess up everything for me whenever we switched. And thank you for the donations from JT Hunter and from Morgonkorn. Those money will go to not to drugs anyway, that's for sure. Coffee, water, the only thing I need, and maybe some soda at times. So a lot of people here I want to say hi to. Donovan, good seeing you. DJ Free, Inky Blue, Jim Shannon, Atto, David, Mike, Marshall, Heathcliff, Mr. Basic, Hooked on Sonic, Luke Cage, Inky Blue, Gremlon, good having everybody here, JT Hunter, Matt, as always, my great moderator here and over on simplesynth.com. That's the forum where we hang out. We also have a Discord for patrons as well. And yeah, Chris was here, and Rico was here, AMD was here, George was here as well, Barry was here, a lot of nice people, Nikolai was here. So thank you so much. If I missed you, no, it's nothing personal, trying to read the chat, and I hope you have a super pleasant evening.